Hey everybody, this is Dallas Hardcastle. We call this short series, this is an Idea Windstorm series. This is all about being able to help you find the right idea to be able to help you to perhaps create a new hobby, a new income for yourself, a new way to maybe be able to just go out and really start a whole new business. But just being able to really get a clean, crystal clear idea of how we can do this and really what our idea should be. I'd mentioned in another series that there was, I think it was 13,000 people that were polled, and they were trying to figure out what was the main reason between having no time, no money, and no idea that they hadn't gone out and successfully begun their own business. Whether it be a side business for some additional income, something that was attached directly to their passion, or whether it was something that was really to begin a whole new significant company. And what they found, it wasn't about not having enough time. It wasn't about not having enough money. It was about having no idea just what to do. And a really good way to kind of show this, and to make it a picture, is that there's all of these random sparks. We call this, we call this the ideation phase, where you're getting all these ideas. What we need to be able to do is successfully get all these ideas by listing everything, not just listing one thing and filtering ourselves and keeping our list really small, but when we're going into this creativity process, really keeping our ideas really big, really vast. Just write down everything, no filtering. It doesn't matter how you would do anything at this phase. It's just why you'd want to do it, because you have a passion for it, because you love it. Then you can kind of focus all this chaos, begin selecting these things. But again, if you're filtering yourself and you only have a list of 2 or 3 things, and then you begin to select down from 2 or 3 things, well, you may cross out your 2 or 3 things. You want to write down 10 or 15 or 30 or 50 or 100 things just as fast as you can. Then begin to worry a little bit about the how. Some of these things, maybe it's going to cost you several $1 million, and you just don't want to do that right now. So that's okay. That's okay to be in that place. But we don't want to do any filtering right now. So we get into this focus chaos, and then we can get ourselves down into the actual implementation of what this thing should be. And so many times the very thing I hear is, I probably could have the time and the knowledge to be able to do something and these skills to be able to create something and to make my own company, but I just, I cannot figure out an idea, and it just drives me crazy. So some questions to ask yourself to help you with this list building is, what are some current skills you have right now? What are hobbies, if any, you have right now? What kind of things do you dream about in your spare time? What kind of magazines or nonfiction books do you read the most? What do you find yourself drawn to? What are you attracted to? What are you spending your time on? What kind of websites or blogs do you visit? And do you find yourself reading often to trying to, sculpt and begin creating these ideas and these lists, okay? Then you want to make sure that you're kind of tying these into what your passions are. Your passions and your strengths, we'll tie these into this in a little bit, okay? In another series, actually. But, for now, all you want to do is you just want to spend 15 minutes just feverishly writing as many different ideas, possibilities for some kind of a business that you could start, some way that you could create some additional income, whether it be a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month, $30,000 or $50,000 a month. Whatever your goal is, this is the way to begin doing it. And for the sake of giving you an example on how to do these, we want to be able to transform what our skills are, just what these skills are, these things we love and that we know how to do and that we're excited about and that we're passionate about, and being able to how you would actually turn this into some kind of a service, a thing that would be marketable, that you could sell. So I have an example here of, I like to snow ski. Hey, that's kind of cool, but nobody really cares about that. So rather than saying, I like to snow ski, and that's one of my ideas I write down, what we're going to do is we're going to brainstorm about every single service that then we could create from that. Okay, so again, you want to do this fast, like all the things you like to do. Skiing, Harley Davidsons, ice cream, cooking, knitting, vacationing, art, clock building, being an attorney, accountant, on and on and on and on. Maybe roofing, working on automobiles, everything you can imagine. But then what we'll start to do is figure out services that we could create from this. And some ideas on how to do these is if you like to snow ski, some of the things you could do for businesses is how to pick the right snow skis for you, how to ski to find the best powder and conditions and vertical, where to do this, how to master Steep's Mogul's powder, picking the best boots, gloves, goggles, glasses, the different hard goods and soft goods. Planning the perfect family ski vacation, when and why you should start your toddler skiing, the best ski towns for non-skiers, après ski, where to ski on a budget, best ski towns to find other singles, local places that you've never heard of, but you will absolutely love. So this gives you a brief overview of how to create this idea Windstorm, though, how you can create a bunch of ideas, write them down unfiltered, and then you can take some of these ideas and begin to figure out how you can attach services with these ideas, just to give you an idea of all the different possibilities and all the different things you could do to create some kind of a business for you. Again, whether your goal is maybe to make a few extra $100 or an extra $10,000 a month, these are steps to be able to get you out of that group, because you can probably find the time, you have the knowledge and the skills already, just be able to come up with the idea so you can create this and begin moving on this right away.